What's up, everybody? How are we doing tonight? Hope everyone's having a great evening. Hope everyone's having a good day. But there's a lot going on these streets. But you know what? I'm going to be a little messy tonight. Not really messy, but I'm just going to tell the truth. But people don't think it is messy. People don't think that it's me trying to stir the pot and start shit. Not so much. But y'all heard the title. My ESPN works, I should say. It works. It really does. And this is why I don't engage. Because when you sit still and let the foolishness happen, if people want to look crazy, or when people are whatever crazy, it's going to present itself. It's going to present itself in due time. People are going to show you exactly who they are. And I'm going to sit back and laugh because I find it funny. I don't care how much people attack me. I don't care how much people write negative things in my comment section. I don't care how much trolling people try to do to me. Well, it's not. People present themselves the way they are. You can't hide who you are. Your nature gets the best of you. Your nature gets the best of you. And y'all know what I'm talking about. So I might as well call names. This is not me attacking this individual. This is not me trying to engage this individual. But this is me telling you what I've seen of said individual in the past several days. And y'all gonna like it. Y'all gonna not like it. I'm gonna get cussed out again. I'm okay with that. But I know who I am. And you've shown us who you are. So, last week, I gave an opinion saying that I think that Timothy Blaine's, some of his opinions are problematic. That was my opinion. Didn't call him out his name, didn't cuss at him, didn't try to drag, none of those things. Was a little shady, yes, but I'm always a little shady. That's who I am. I'm always sarcastic. It's part of my charm. But he made a video cussing me out. I responded the way I responded. You know what I'm saying? Not going to sit here and fuss and argue with somebody that was not. I think I made 2 videos, I think it was, about the situation. And like I said, I'm not going to engage with this person anymore. But I sat back and watched this individual. And everyone thinks that I'm the problem. I'm the clout chaser. I'm the doing all this stuff. Well, it's not. Since I have not engaged with this man, how many arguments and beefs have he been in? How many people have he cussed out, gave opinions about? Since when did I last say I'm not engaging with him in? Was it Friday? Since Friday. He have cussed out or talked about Clyde Diva. Talked about, got in an argument and a drag out knockdown with Stomp Down. Talked about Nick at Night. And pretty much attacked CTV because someone said CTV was Stumped Down. So y'all still don't think he's problematic? Y'all still don't think that he have anger issues for no reason? Do y'all still not believe what I said when I said there's unresolved issues from childhood trauma that he needs to deal with? That's why he gets so angry and so mad and so frustrated with everyone on here because he can't get his way? Did I say it or not? Over the past weekend, up till today, has he not shown y'all that his behavior and his attitude is problematic? But no. What's up, Carrie, baby? How you doing? Fujong, he's the one who's crazy. Fujong, he's the one who's causing trouble. Fujong, he's the one who attacked someone. I didn't attack anyone. I gave an opinion. Like he have given an opinion. Like he has talked about people. Like he have seen what people have done on here and he made comments and commentary about it. He does not get a pass. Like if I do some bullshit on here or say some bullshit on here was not, I don't get a pass. That's why I don't engage with all the haters and trolls who come in on this page talking shit and popping shit. Because I put an opinion out there and everyone else has a right to give their opinion about what my opinion is. Be it if it's true or not true, be it they're being shady or not. I'm not so built on emotion or emotions on at the edge of my skin where I think I need to address everyone who has mentioned me. I don't care. Literally, I don't care. Today, what I did was got a facial, took a nice long bubble bath with some wine and some cherries, enjoyed my husband, you know what I'm saying, ate a healthy meal. What's up, Dazzle baby? How you doing? All off of YouTube, living my life. So with me saying that someone's behavior is problematic, over the past 4 days, have y'all not seen, hey, Ms. Hodge, how you doing? How problematic that behavior actually is? Damn near wanted to drag CTV. I'm fine, baby. Thank you. I'm happy you're doing good. And I heard I heard that your eye makeup was on point yesterday. Heard that eye makeup was on point yesterday. I didn't catch the makeup challenge, but I heard that you did well. And congratulations to everybody who participated in that. When I say I don't engage with these people their way, they get mad. Oh, he thinks he's uppity. Oh, he thinks he's better than somebody. No, I'm just not at the bottom of the barrel. I'm not gutter. I don't live in that space, in that place. You know, I know. But yeah, I don't live in that place. I don't come on here yelling and screaming and cussing and fussing and foaming at the mouth because someone says something I don't like. That makes no. Hey Trisha, how you doing, baby? She was breathtaking. Ooh, Dazzle, I need to see a picture. Did you post a picture on your community page or something? I need to see it, baby. You said you was breathtaking. See, I don't live in an angry place. I don't live in a place where I'm constantly on the defensive. And I know I'm gonna get cussed out. You didn't take any? I know I'm gonna get cussed out. Who cares? What are you gonna do besides cuss? I'm just saying what it is. You exhibit behavior, you show us behavior that is problematic, and when someone calls you out on problematic behavior, you want to get mad and commence on doing more problematic behavior. Because I didn't engage with this individual. They chose to attack 4 different people. Stomped down on him, got into fisticuffs. Verbal fisticuffs. He had a strong opinion about Clyde Diva and what she's doing. And then he had opinion about Nick at Night. Then, based on following someone else's thing, oh, they sound like. He pretty much attacked CTV. And then went back there to apologize. Y'all wonder why I don't do apologies? Why I don't accept them? Why I don't give them? Because I don't do anything that's warrants of an apology. I said, hey, Carrie, what girl? Y'all know Carrie like to cause Carrie likes to cause trouble. And she know I love her to death, so I would never get at her too bad. Carrie, stop it. I said, hey, Carrie, when you first came in. Hey, Carrie, baby, how you doing? You having a good day, baby? How was your weekend, Carrie? Carrie Ray, that is. What's up, baby? Talk to me. Don't ignore me now, I'm Carrie. You want this attention, baby. What's up? Talk to me. How you doing, baby? You had a good day? Y'all know Carrie like to push my buttons, baby. She like to push these buttons. But yeah. That's good. I'm happy to hear that you're doing well, baby. But yeah. And what they gonna do again? Cuss and fuss me out and quote unquote drag me again? Girl, you can't drag me. I can't be drugged. People don't understand. I can't be drugged. You can cuss and fuss and scream all you want to. I'm doing well, baby. Thank you. Yeah. But yeah, I'm sitting back watching this individual day to day, sometimes twice a day, cussing and fussing at everybody. And I'm supposed to be upset or mad because they cussed and fussed at me. You seem mental. It's like I'm really embarrassed for you. Because you can, as an older gentleman, you can sit back and do some deductive reasoning and some logical thinking and present yourself as such. You have to cuss and fuss and scream at everybody who upsets you. When the wind blows, you're upset. When the wind don't blow, you're upset. When the kettle on the stove ready to get taken off, you're upset. When it's not ready yet, you're upset. There are some serious mental issues going on when you can't conduct yourself as a reasonable, responsible adult at the ripe young age of 63. And this is not me dragging whatever, but I'm observing this. We're all observing this. We have observed him in the past 4 days get into it with 4 different people, and one he had to walk back because he attacked him for the wrong reason. For no reason whatsoever. And y'all don't think that behavior is problematic. Y'all don't think that his behavior is problematic. That makes no sense to me. Y'all watching this man lose his mind on a daily basis, several times a day, with various different people, and then wonder why someone like myself, who is reasonably level-headed, say it's problematic. Because I'm watching it and it is problematic. Y'all know damn well in your real life, your physical life, you don't want someone like that around you, who is so volatile that you can't say anything about this person getting into their feelings, cussing, fussing, and threatening somebody. And what made it so bad is that all the stuff that you wanted to say to TV so bad, you already think about him. Because it wouldn't be at the tip of your tongue waiting for confirmation one way or the other. Everything you wanted to say about me was already at the tip of your tongue because you chose to go off because I said you were problematic, but yet you are displaying problematic behavior. I'm not saying anything that we all not seen. I'm just the only one who's saying it. Because I fear no one on here. I will talk about and commentate on anyone and everyone I choose to commentate on. I'm not to scream and yell and cuss you out or belittle you. I talk about what I see you do. Your behavior, your opinions are problematic and hypocritical. It is what it is. See, if you didn't go off for no reason based on someone saying someone sound like someone else, because remember when Sir King first came around, I was Sir King for a moment. I sound like Sir King for a moment, whatever. I just said, no, that's not me. I show myself. I don't display the same things that he displays. And that's it. Everyone on here want to be a makeshift YouTube detective, YouTube surgeon, YouTube psychologist, YouTube psychiatrist, YouTube doctor, YouTube nurse. But very, very few people on here have the credentials to have those titles and hold those titles. I sit back and watch y'all behavior. I'm a people watcher. I watch y'all act a fool and go crazy. And when I choose to come on here and talk about it, I do. But for the most part, I do my own stuff on here. I show you what I actually do. I actually show you talent and things like that, real content. But content also could be talking about someone's behavior as well. What you've observed them do, what you observed them say. And you've been observing them doing it and see a change in behavior over time. And you're mad at me or want to be mad at me was I say that I'm cloud chasing. Who am I cloud chasing for? No one's name is in my title. Right, Ms. Hodges? And so you see what I mean, like you said, you agree with what I'm saying. It's problematic. I stopped engaging with you. Was it Friday? It was. I said on my way to work on Friday, I'm no longer going to engage with this individual in this area right here. And Saturday, Sunday, Monday, you have gotten into it with 4 different people. No one sees that as problematic behavior. No one doesn't see that as impulse control issues, anger control issues. I'm confused. Like I said, I'll talk about who I want to talk about, who I want to talk about, and what's not. You are not special. You don't get a pass, but yet you think you can talk about everyone else on here. And no one's supposed to talk about you and the shit that you do on here. The problematic shit that you do on here. The hypocritical shit that you do on here. It is what it is. It's not about said individuals. It's about the problematic behavior that is displayed. Yes, definitely anger control issues, impulse control issues. You can't control yourself. You let a word or words get you so riled up to where you're literally foaming at the mouth, spitting and cussing and carrying on, screaming. Oh my God. This is not the streets. This is not the streets. I understand you have this quote unquote street mentality. Well, it's not, but hell, so do I. But I know how to code switch. I know how to code switch. Code, not cold, not called. Code. So someone said that a while ago in one of my comments trying to read me. I know how to code switch. I know how to turn it on and off. I know how to be an intelligent, articulate individual. And I also know how to be someone who don't take no shit from nobody on the street as well. But every situation does not need for you to revert to a street person. Every situation does not need for you to revert to a street urchin. These are one of your words. But to afraid of anything, because all that threatening and stuff he's doing, all that crazy, like, I don't have time for that. And I'm just saying, like, there's so much stuff that be going on that I just be aware of. That if I wanted to read, I could. Because it doesn't look good. I'll be quiet. Be quiet, because you think I'm attacking. I'm not attacking. I'm not attacking. I'm just talking about what I've seen, what I've been witness to. Since I said I disengaged with this individual, I will not engage with this individual was not. They jump right on to the next person, giving opinions, cussing people out, wanting to cuss someone out, giving opinions. But yet, I have an opinion that your behavior is problematic, is a problem. Make it so. Granted, you can do whatever you want to do. You can act however you want to act. And I am entitled to my opinion based on your actions, based on my observations of you, of anyone on here. Just like people are free to observe and think whatever they want to think about me. If you think that I think I'm better than people was not, I'd say no, because I never said that. I never shown anything that displayed that I thought I was better than you, anyone on here. However, what I have shown is that I have a sense of self. I have a sense of integrity. I have a high sense of who I am and how I want to conduct and carry myself, how I want to be seen. And if that puts you in your feelings, that has nothing to do with me. That has to do with your own insecurities. That has to do with your own way of thinking about yourself. I have grown up in poverty. I have grown up less than, living in Salvation Armies and things of that nature. Because I don't live that way and have that mindset today as an adult, as a 50, ooh, I'm aging myself. As a 46-year-old man, I'm not still stuck in that poverty mindset, in that street urchin mentality, because I have done what I need to do to get myself out of that way. And I'm comfortable and happy where I'm at today. See, that's the problem. When people walk around here saying, oh, he thinks he's better than everybody. No, I'm just not stuck where I experience trauma like the majority of people on here are. The majority of people here who's acting a fool, who's going off, who's screaming and yelling, what's not, what do I say? You're stuck in the place where trauma happened to you, normally in your childhood. Ms. Hodge, you're right, it's time to take a break. I mean, when everything triggers you. Some of the opinions triggers you, but your opinion you think is easily to be had by everyone. And everyone should accept it because it's your opinion. But yet you're not willing to even look at your behavior that you've been doing on here that people can talk about. See, people think that I'm above them, or I think that I'm better than them, or I'm bougie, this and the third, because I'm not stuck in the trauma that I experienced as a child. I told you, that's why I can't be drugged. Everything that I experienced in my life, I deal with accordingly. I deal with the way I need to deal with them. And it's not yelling, fussing, cussing, screaming, and yelling at the top of my lungs. Online to nameless, faceless people that I don't know of, don't care about, have no contact with. So go ahead and cuss me out. Talk shit about me. Who cares? You're still observing me live my best life while I observe you living your worst, being stuck in the hell that you experienced previously, because you can't operate the way you're operating and haven't got past the hurt, trauma, and pain that you experienced as a child. And it goes for anybody on here. But it was so, like, I hate being right about stuff like this. I really do. I know it sounds like I'm gloating and bragging, what's not, but I hate being right when I say certain things and it manifests itself to be true down the line. I disengaged on Friday. Here on Monday night, I can name off 4 people that you haven't gotten arguments with since I disengaged. But I'm the one who's wrong. I'm the one who's crazy. I'm the one who shouldn't speak my opinion when I'm observing problematic behavior. I guess I'm the one who's crazy, y'all. Make it make sense. Am I wrong, y'all? Like, let me know. Like, if I'm, y'all can, haters in the bushes, whoever. If I'm wrong, please let me know that I'm wrong. And we can discuss it. If I'm wrong, please let me know that I'm wrong. See, I don't mind being wrong. I don't mind having a conversation, a respectful conversation, you know what I'm saying, with people who have a difference of opinion than I do. But I can tell you why I feel the way I feel. That's what I said, Ms. Harsh. That's what I said. That's what I said when I first addressed them. When I first heard he was cussing me out. That's what I said when I first addressed him, when I heard he was cussing me out. That's why I'm not going to go in on him was now, because there's something there that we don't know about. There's something there that we don't know about was not. And like I said, we're not the person that was beating your, and this is not me reading. This is not me reading at all. But this is where I think it comes from. Because I told y'all why I thought this. When he tells a story about him being in the back of that car, watching his mom get beat up. That is so visceral. That is so, like, tangible for him. Like today. Because remember he was talking about that summer mission. He was like, what do you want me to do? I was a child. What did you want me to do? I was just a child. I couldn't do shit. I couldn't do fucking nothing. He really did lose it. And I felt that pain from him. But I felt the pain because he haven't dealt with that yet. So everyone that he encounters, I think he puts off that individual that he have in his head who hurt his mother when he was a child, when he was helpless and defenseless. He had that mindset now to where he don't want anyone He want everyone to know that you're not going to be able to hurt me like that anymore. I can defend myself now. I'm all grown up. But the thing is, no one's trying to hurt him like that anymore. No one's trying to hurt his mother like that. No one's trying to hurt him. No one's trying to physically inflict pain onto him. But he's still stuck in that trauma where he experienced that as a child. Because even now, my heart breaks for seeing any child witness their mom get their ass beat. So I said, so I'm not reading him, but I'm saying I see what you're trying to hide. And you can say it's not true, all you want to is not, but your actions shows that it's true. Your actions lead me to believe that it is true. So regardless of what you say, how much you cuss me out, whatever, how much you quote unquote drag me, how much everybody else say, oh, food junkie got drugged by, no, baby, I didn't get drugged. Someone was expressing hurt and pain and trauma. You're going to be the top of what, Jehovah? You're going to be the top of. You're not topping me. You ain't topping me. You ain't topping me. When we lay down, you ain't topping me. You ain't topping me. It's harsh. But yet everyone wants to pacify and placate and coddle these people was not. I'm not here to coddle people. If I want to say what I want to say, I'm going to say it. If I want to point out how problematic people are, I'm going to point it out. I'm not the person who hurt you. I'm not the cause of your pain. I'm not the cause of your inner turmoil. I'm not. I just had an opinion based on actions, based on things that I observed by you. And you don't like that because I can see you? I've always said that. I see what you don't want me to see, and I hear what you don't want me to hear. Like I heard the pain and anguish in your voice when you, as a 63-year-old man, over there screaming at y'all and saying that you can do nothing as a child. What do they want you to do? Nothing. Seek help. Get over it so you don't walk around this world angry and having this emotional outburst. And this is not a read, but you, with that type of mentality, you can't work with people. I'm surprised that you volunteered for so long with those emotional outbursts that you have. Someone knows something that you want. You acting a fool, throwing stuff around, screaming and yelling, foaming at the mouth. And if that's not how you act in public, well, it's not. Why do you act that way on here? If you don't act the way you act on here in public, why do you display that to us when we don't know you or have opportunities to know anything other than what you present to us on here? See, yeah, I've cussed. I yelled. I called people out their name before, but that's not my go-to. My go-to is to have a conversation with you. Well, not you, because I don't think that you're able to have a conversation without getting to your feelings. I don't think that you are able to have a conversation with someone like me because I'm not going to placate you. I'm going to tell you exactly what I see, exactly what I observe, and exactly what I hear from you. Hopefully that will jar something in you so you can get some help. Well, maybe not, because you think it's over with, probably. You think you're too old to change behavior. No, you're not too old to change that behavior. You're not too old to deal with the trauma that you experienced as a child. You're not too old to want to do better for yourself, to want to present better for yourself. Like I said, I'm not going to get cussed out, yelled at, fussed at, talked about. See, but I didn't say anything personal that you haven't said yourself. I'm not doing a health read on you. I'm not doing a financial read on you, a living situation read on you. I'm just saying, it's funny that I say that your behavior and opinions are problematic. I get cussed out. I get yelled at. I get harassed by people that like you and things of that nature. Hey, Miss Eva, baby, how you doing, sweetheart? But when I say I choose to disengage with you after a day and a half of engaging with you, you are in negative situations with 4 different people in 3 days. That's problematic. It is. I don't care how you look at it. I don't care who likes you, who don't like you. It's problematic. And those are just 3 off the top of my head. If I want to say, I could put Stump Down and Jay Wilson in the same thing. So that makes 5 people that you don't got into it with. That you don't cussed out, yelled at, fussed at. Why is it somebody's hand make this world a better place? If you can, reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place. If you can. But yeah, like, you know, people can take this as, oh, he's attacking him again. No, I'm not attacking anyone. Simple observations. And if y'all don't see it, yep. If y'all don't see it, it has nothing to do with me. Like I said, because I see what's in front of me, not what I want it to be. See, I don't see, oh, he's just an older man who's venting his frustrations. No. It's what he's doing, how he's doing it is problematic. No one has a problem with people. No one has a problem, you know what I'm saying, people voicing their frustrations. By all means, do that. It's how you do it. It's not what you do. It's how you do it. Like you don't know a better way than to scream, yell, cuss, try to drag people, try to cuss people out. Well, it's not. Threaten people. You don't know a better way? Isn't your, once again, it's not me reading or dragging. It really isn't. But isn't your life circumstances showed you that that's not the best way to be? What's up, Darren? How you doing, babe? Haven't your life situation shown you that fussing, fighting, cussing, acting a fool is not the best way to be? It's not the most productive way to be. The best person you were meant to be. See, I look at stuff like, damn, if that's not working for me, well, it's not based on my life situation, whatever. Let me change something up. And if I can't change it personally, well, it's not. Let me be quiet and observe and watch. So I know what not to do. I may not have the answers of what to do, but let me be quiet and watch so I can know what not to do. You see the thing is, and I don't want an apology because, like I said, I didn't do anything wrong to begin with. So don't give me an apology because you meant everything you said. It was on the tip of your tongue, waiting for something to happen so you can say it just like it was for CTV. Before I drag, before I do this, I want to make sure. Before I say what I want to say, I want to make sure that it's a yes or a no if that's him. Just go ahead and say it. You already thought it. You already think it. There is no beef sector, sweetheart. You choose to call yourself an answer to whatever it is that you choose to call yourself an answer to. I'm Food Junkie, a content creator on here on YouTube. I'm not here to beef. My job is not to beef. My job is not to find people to fight with. That's my opinion on the so-called beef sector. There is no beef sector. People choose to call themselves part of a beef sector to display their worst behavior and have a reason to get away with it. That's my opinion. My opinion is people choose to say, oh, this is the beef section, this is what we do, to excuse their bad behavior, to not be able to be accountable for what they do, what they say, how they do it, and how they say it. Thank you, baby. That's my, because that's what it is. If you think about it, as I think about it, everyone chooses to show their worst, not everyone. Majority of people chooses to show their worst behavior. And it's excused by, oh, well, this is the beef section, this is what we do. And sometimes, Miss Hodge, it bothers me too that way. And I will not lie about that. Sometimes it does break my heart. Because it's like, sometimes like, what have you seen and experienced to what made you this person? It must have been critical and crucial. Because I have harsh stories and stories of craziness and whatnot, but at the same time, I dealt with that. Oh, baby want attention. Oh, baby want attention, y'all. Yo, let's give this baby some attention. Are you okay? You having a great evening? You having a great evening, baby? Are you okay? See, they want me to sit here and cuss and fuss and change my temperature because they come in and write some ignorant shit in my comment section. I'm so problematic, but yet you know everything I do, I bet. Oh, let me be problematic. I'm okay with that. If I'm problematic to you, it's not, you have a choice. Exactly. Another fan. Another fan, baby. You're right. Yeah. You said once people, well, I feel that once people realize this, content will be better. But thing is, a lot of that, I feel that is very true. But a lot of that, I also think that people are so miserable in their own life. This is like an escape, so they don't have to deal with what they're dealing with in their real life. People come here to escape because if they think this right here is entertaining and fun and oh my god, this is how I get my life and this is how I can only imagine what they're dealing with in their real life that draws them to stuff like this. Why are they here, Ike? Why is she here? Huh? Y'all see how that happens? 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 So you saw how that happen? I like everybody, baby. I like everybody. Y'all see how that happen? They want me to talk about people so bad. People are so desperate for my attention, want their name to come out my mouth so bad that they have trolls trying to stir up attention for these people. Because I can be. The same reason why you're on my page, baby. Why are you here? I watch everybody. I can watch everybody and anybody I want to. Just like you can. The difference between you and I is I'm not on there trying to troll somebody. You cuss me out. You have negative thoughts towards me that you always harbored toward me. Am I supposed to do what? Just let it go and move on? No. How I read, roast, and drag, if I choose to do that, is by observing your behavior and then talking about it. If you don't like me talking about your bad behavior, don't do bad behavior. It is what it is. Do y'all think that my conversation and my content thus far has been a lack of critical thinking skills? Explain that to me, please. Explain it to me. Critical thinking skills on -1. Explain that, please. Facts. We all can cuss and fuss if we choose to. But I'm still waiting to see how my critical thinking skills are on -1. I'm confused. I'm confused. Who am I trolling? Who did I troll? Y'all, who did I troll, y'all? Please explain to me, who am I trolling? Who am I trolling? Me giving an opinion about someone is not trolling. If I were to drop down to someone's comment section or things like that, oh, Jesus. Thank you. I made a whole video trolling someone. Who did I troll? You still haven't answered that question yet. And you also haven't answered the question how my critical thinking skills are on -1. I'm waiting for an explanation. You clearly like typing and talking to me. You clearly like giving me your time and energy. Tell me, who did I troll? And tell me how my critical thinking skills are on -1. Exactly. No, I didn't. What I said actually was, if you have critical listening skills, was I could have said something like Kwani did about his suspenders and how he looked and his appearance. That's what I actually said. See, if you can actually hear and critically listen and critically decipher what is being said to really engage in a conversation with me, I see why people like yourself say that I think that I'm better than people. I see why I am someone who talk above your head. No, baby, you made a comment. I'm asking for an explanation of your comment. See, that's the difference. How is my critical thinking skills on -1? That's a comment you made. I'm asking you to explain said comment. Y'all see how this works? When someone comes in trying to troll me, trying to change up the situation, not, you are becoming the content now without me even saying your name, baby. I'm criticizing, or I'm talking about the behavior that he's displayed. What have I lied about? What have I made up? What have I said about him that was made up, that we all haven't observed? He didn't cuss out or give an opinion about Clydiva. He didn't have an opinion about Nick at Night. He didn't cuss and fuss and scream and yell at Stomp Down. He didn't wrongfully try to attack and engage in verbal fisticuffs with CTV. What is the lie? What is criticizing? How am I criticizing? Because I'm talking about what he actually did. After I chose not to engage with him. See how this works, y'all? Y'all see how this happened? They want to come in here and distract and deflect, but yet makes no sense. I'm confused. But the difference is, you can call me ugly as hell, but no one will believe that. Not even you. Not even you. But you want that name to be read out loud. That's why you're here. Stupid. I know it's not your government name, dummy. It's the name you chose to create to come onto my page to try to troll me, try to deflect and distract me from what I'm saying. I'm smarter than the average gay. Stupid. You know it's not my real name. It's not my government name. So you can go ahead and read it all you want. I don't care. But yet you do care because you're here. You're on my page, conversing with me, talking to me, giving me your time, your energy, your words. I'm not analyzing anything. I'm talking about what I see. Baby, how am I analyzing what? Y'all with these words that y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. How am I analyzing someone with that when I'm watching exactly what I'm observing? I'm talking about exactly what I'm observing. He can't get me. He haven't got me. I'm still here. I'm still here. 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 I'm still here. And if he got me, and if I was so afraid to speak on this individual, I wouldn't be doing this video, right? Make it make sense. I said what the fuck I said then, and I said what the fuck I'm saying now. I'm not the one on here arguing with 4 to 5 different people in 3 days. I'm not on here picking at straws, trying to engage people who not engaged with me for no reason whatsoever. Stupid runs rampant on here. And thus far, we have 2 stupid ass people trying to talk to me in my comment section, but making no sense because I don't understand what you're saying. I don't understand the words coming out of your mouth, or I don't understand the words that you're typing on my screen. God, y'all are silly. And y'all don't get it, but it's funny to me. Girl, you've been saying it since you came on here. I'm somebody's fan. How am I somebody's fan? So I guess he must be Clyde Diva's fan. He must be Jay Wilson's fan. He must be Five Bay's fan. He must be SB's fan. He must be Leo's fan. He must be D's fan. He must be all these people's fans that he done got into it with in the past couple of days. So every time someone speaks on someone's bad behavior or problematic behavior, they become a fan. Make that make sense. So you must be my fan because you're here talking to me. I'm so flattered. I'm so flattered. I'm so flattered. You are having an engaging conversation with me. Are you my fan? You want my autograph? Make it make sense. I'm his fan, but you're my fan. Exactly. Make it make sense because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Make it make sense. Y'all are just typing, thinking that y'all letting me have it. Y'all are dragging me all up and down my own chat. How? You haven't stumped me yet. You haven't said anything so astronomically insightful that has stumped me or shut me up or shut me down. I'm asking you to explain what you're saying. You can't do that. It's easy to throw out garbage out here, but yet you can't explain what you're saying, what you mean by it. You can't critically analyze what you're saying, regurgitate it back to me for it to make sense to me. Sad and sorry. And you still keep typing. No, baby, you said I was a fan. How am I trying to make that argument? Miss Hodge, make it make sense, baby. Miss Diva to you. Make it make sense, boo. Everyone else in here, make it make sense. I'm not the one who calls people fans. You said the word fan. You brought the word fan up. You brought SB up. You brought all these things up. Girl, are you okay? Honey, are you okay? What is your government? It's not going to call somebody to come do a welfare check on you. I don't think you're okay. I don't think you're okay. Okay, y'all. She said, oh, sorry, they said what they're saying is perfectly clear. If y'all understand what they're trying to say, please put a 1 in the chat. And if y'all is just as confused as I am, please put a 2 in the chat. If y'all are just as confused as I am by what this individual is saying, please put a 2 in the chat. But if it's perfectly clear what they're saying, put a 1 in the chat because I'm confused. It must be me. It must be me, y'all. It must be me. Like, hear me saying what first, baby? Hear me saying what first? Like, I'm so confused. Like, I don't even know what's going on. I don't know whether it's to whine my own ass or scratch my watch. I don't know what to do. I'm confused. But not because I'm dim, because you're not making any sense, baby. Exactly. Girl, I don't ever take my chat down. What are you talking about? I even leave negative comments up there when people comment about it. What are you talking about? Are you okay? Girl, oh, when trolling goes wrong, you need to go back to trolling 101 because you're not a brand new one. Boo. What's up, Jay Wilson? How you doing, baby? Good evening to you. Jay Wilson, I'm confused. I don't know how long you've been here, but I'm confused. I need somebody to assist me. I may need one of them prayer cloths because I don't understand what's going on. I have a troll in here who's upset because I said that since I decided to disengage with Timothy Blaine, he has gotten to 4 or 5 different types of verbal fisticuffs with people. He got into it with Stump Down, you, may have strong opinions about Clyde Diva, has strong opinions about Nick at Night, and tried to get into a verbal altercation with CTV. This is just since Friday. And I don't see how people don't see how that is problematic behavior. I'm confused. And we have this troll in here saying that I said stuff first when they came into here saying that I'm a fan of somebody, saying that this is about SB and things of that nature. I'm confused. Prayer calls needed. I'll take one in every color. Right now, these people are crazy. I said a week ago that his behavior is problematic. He has shown to exhibit problematic behavior over the past week. And now I'm the one who's wrong or clout chasing. Girl, please. Say yellow, please. What hypocrisy? I asked you to tell me how my critical thinking skills are at -1. I asked you to tell me who have I been trolling, and now I'm asking you again to tell me how am I hypocritical? Have a good one, Jay Wilson. Have a good one. Come pick him up, Ms. Hodge. Come pick him up. I asked you those 3 questions, and yet you have told me nothing. You not told me how I'm hypocritical. You never told me who I've been trolling. You never told me how my critical thinking skills are on -1. I haven't raised my voice or cussed at you yet. See how we can do this? You see how some people can actually have a conversation with people without going there, although they're not making sense? No one over here thinks you're making sense. I didn't see a one in the chat yet. They're drinking. When was that? I don't make videos every day. The last video I made was Saturday night when I was eating. What's up, Wildcard baby? How you doing? Wildcard, we have a troll here. We have a troll. Exactly. But I love like this. I love a troll who think they're intelligent. I love a troll who can't make sense, who can't make you know what I'm saying, things come together, can't connect the dots. Because everything I said. I admit to everything I say. But who have I came on here? A many that I trolled. I'll wait. I watch everyone. And you're one of the three, baby. What's the issue? What's the issue? What's the issue? And you're the sharpest tool in the shed? How so? You can't even answer my questions properly. You can't even think long enough or hard enough or accurate enough to answer my questions based on what you said, based on how you observed me. You can't even voice your own opinion of me in a way that makes sense to anyone, even the two people who answered the question. Actually, it was actually three who answered the question. It was three. Someone dropped down from the bushes to answer the question with a two. That you're not making sense. That's what happened. And the chat will be here for people to watch and look at and see how you engage first. See how you try to insult first. Right, Carrie? Wow. Wow. Now you want to insult the people in the chat. You're doing charity work, bitch. No, you're giving me your time, baby. That's what you're doing. Something you can't get back. There are millions of people on YouTube. There are millions of videos to watch. But yet you choose to be here. You choose to dress up in a brand new troll name and come over here and talk to me. Charity work? I think not. Y'all, has it been clearly explained to me? Has it been clearly explained to anyone in here what this individual is talking about? Has it been clearly explained? Because I'm still confused. I must be dim. I have no care exactly. We don't know. And they said it's been clearly explained. It has already been clearly explained. You just struggle reading more than two sentences at a time. Maybe it's the small font. I need to understand because we're all confused here. We're asking what's going on. We're all asking what's going on. Why are you insulting me and my people? And why are you doing charity, boo? Are you doing some type of prison release program charity? Like, what kind of charity is this? Is this a type of charity that you put on your taxes as charity work? What type of charity work are you doing, baby? First, I have a problem reading, but then I brag about my GPA being 3.97. The fact that I went to Morehouse, or I got accepted to Morehouse was not. Got accepted to several different other schools that I will not mention because it'll get them more upset. I'm just saying, I can't read, but yet you also can't explain yourself. Y'all hold up. Hold up, y'all. Let me struggle to read this sentence again, you know. Let me struggle to read this sentence. Exactly, Firokovich. Am I behind the chat, or I'm going up and reading what you're saying? I'm confused. 10 minutes? No, actually it's not. I'm not 10 minutes behind the chat, baby. Not at all. But once again, are you going to explain who I've trolled? Are you going to explain how my critical thinking skills is at a -1? Are you going to explain the things that I asked you to explain? See, I'm the one who's slow, because I asked you those things more than 10 minutes ago, and you still haven't responded in a manner that makes sense. You realize that you can't read me writing while I'm speaking, right? You know you're not going to win this, right? You know this is not something that you're going to win. And you see how I haven't just blocked you or timed you out or anything like that, right? Because I want an ignorant person to engage with me in a way that doesn't make sense. I want you to understand that I know what the fuck you're trying to do. And it doesn't work. Exactly. If y'all think that insulting me is going to work, then I must be trolling you. Because what a troll does is get you in your feelings. And everyone who don't like me was in their feelings because of the clothes that I brought to Vegas, the clothes that I bought in Vegas, the meals that I ate in Vegas, the room I stayed in Vegas, the hotel I stayed in Vegas. Everything I did in Vegas was something that someone had a problem with, which in turn means I changed your temperature, which in turn means I must have been trolling you, right? My goal wasn't to troll people. My goal was to show people, to bring them in on my vacation with me. But there were people who was hating, so therefore they must be trolled. Stupid. See, your critical thinking skills is at a -1. The fact that you don't comprehend that shows me that your critical thinking skills, your analytical skills are at a -1. I'm on vacation. Like I guess I told you on Saturday when I was pouring my salad dressing, right? When I was asking, oh, why they mad about my salad dressing? Y'all know how fun this is for me? I like shit like this. And you've been watching me for a long time. Because my biggest trip was what? A week after my birthday, which was in April. Sad. A long-term free worker person. I just broke down every move just now, stupid. You don't listen very well? You have wax in your ears? Didn't I just say the clothes that I brought, the clothes that I bought, the food that I ate, my hotel room, my hotel? Didn't I just say all those things? The fact that I was on Fremont Street was not, videotaping was not. Didn't I say that bothered everybody? The people that was bothered by that was not, so I must have been trolling them? Y'all, are they stupid? Are they okay? Baby, turn up your hearing aid. Alma, turn up your hearing aid, girl. Turn up your hearing aid, baby. I just said that just now. What are you talking about? Of course, that wild card. You think I don't know? You're up at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, harassing me about what happened, what I said back in April. While you called Tim Blaine senile, but yet you came in defending him. It doesn't work with me. It doesn't work with me. You're not smart enough. Never was, never will be. It doesn't work. I like the bullshit. I like the shit. I like turning around dumbass individuals. You can't change my temperature. You can't move me one way or the other. The commentary is still the same. This is just a little break from it, talking to you. The commentary still is, as I've been stating, that once I started saying that I'm not going to engage with this individual anymore, they got into it with 4 to 5 different people in the past 3 days, proving that my point originally is what it is. Is what it is. And I should be upset by what? I'm confused. Make it make sense, people. I'm confused. Make it make sense. You want me to scream, yell, cuss, and fuss? Baby, you're still not changing my temperature. You're still not changing my temperature. You're still not changing my temperature. Question for you once again. So this is the 4th question I have for you. When have I taken my chat down? When have I taken my chat down? Make it make sense. Wild card. Another question that they haven't answered. You tell me, baby. You lead this conversation. You're the troll. You're supposed to change the temperature of the room. You're supposed to change my temperature. You're supposed to get me upset. You're supposed to get me off my game. You're confused? Wild card, baby. So am I, baby. What are we talking about now? You let me know. Because clearly, you're supposed to be the troll that comes in here and takes me off my game, takes me off a topic. But the topic still is. When I said that I disengage or I will not engage with this individual anymore on that level, they got into it with 5 different people in 3 days. That's still the topic that I'm talking about. You brought up SB, you brought up all kind of stuff. You brought up the fact that, you know what I'm saying, I'm trolling, I trolled in Vegas, I trolled here, I trolled there, I'm a fan of people's, all those things. My critical thinking skills are -0. That's what you did. But still haven't taken off my topic. Still didn't make me forget what I was talking about. So I'm confused. Who is it? Or what is it that you want? Like, are you really okay? You can keep up with the conversation? You're confused at it? You can keep up with the conversation. So now you're confused about what we're talking about. but you brought up all these extra topics that you can't keep track of now. Make it make sense. You don't understand. You don't get it. Or because you feel that you're not breaking me or changing my temperature in any way, shape, or form. That it doesn't make sense. Like I was saying before, I was distracted. Detoured. When I said that Timothy blamed some of his opinions could be problematic, have y'all not seen? I know y'all like him. I know y'all find him interesting and funny, whatnot. But have y'all not seen in the past several days, over the past weekend, how what I said is true? I said I'm not going to engage with this individual on that level anymore on Friday. And since Friday, he has had an opinion that was not favorable on Clyde Diva, which I don't know her either, but I'm just saying these are people that I'm talking about, that he talked about in the past several days, but got upset when I mentioned his name. Clyde Diva, Nick at Night, Jay Wilson, Stomp Down, and CTV. To where he had to walk back his words to CTV because he misspoken. I'm just saying. Exactly, Missy. That's my point. I'm not giving him a pass. He doesn't get a pass. No one on here gets a pass. What do Miss Olivia the Oracle say? From 18 to 80. And what do Kwani say? From a cradle to the grave. You don't display problematic behavior and expect someone not to see it or comment on it when you talk about everybody else. Even when he commented on me, it was good. The commentary he did on me was good initially because he heard what I said on Jay Wilson's thing about what I've been saying for years now. He talked about that. I didn't comment on that. I didn't say don't talk about me. See, people don't realize he spoke on me first, good, bad, or indifferent. If he never spoken on me, I can see y'all saying, "Oh yeah, Food Junkie just came out here, was not swinging for no reason, or said talk about him for no reason." And it wasn't a payback thing. It was the fact that you comment on me, so why can't I comment on you without you being in your feelings? How can you comment on me, but yet talk about, oh, he got a big dud, everybody wanted da. Yeah, I saw that commentary too. I just move past it. I don't engage with people because they talk about me. Like I said, I don't comment on everyone who talks about me. But if I talk about you, don't get in your feelings. Because a lot of people have talked about me. Good, bad, and indifferent. I don't care enough. But if I see that you're doing something problematic, and you've been doing something problematic for a while, and I decide to comment on you, don't get in your feelings and be all rah, 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 because that doesn't work with me. It doesn't work. You don't get to comment on everyone else, talk about what's going on these YouTube streets, but when people talk about what you're doing on these YouTube streets, it's a problem. You don't get to do that. You don't get a pass. No one gets a pass. Now, if you can't handle being talked about, maybe you should think about, not talking about everybody else. Like I said, it's not me saying that he showed he has anger issues. He displayed behavior that one can describe as anger issues. And everyone's mad because I called it out. Everyone's upset because I said it. I choose to talk about it. I choose not to walk around on eggshells. I choose not to give you a pass. I'm not going to argue and fuss and fight with you. It's not cuss and screaming and drag and all that. I ain't doing all that. I just sit back and will let you prove my point. And I told y'all, I'm the king of I told you so. I'm the king of saying, I did not say watch this, did not say do this. That's what title of this video. My ESPN works. That's why I don't engage. Because it doesn't make sense. I sat back and watched you make 70 plus videos about Jay Wilson. I don't have that kind of time. I don't got that type of time. Knock on wood, I keep my job so I can continue to work. I keep my health so I continue to live. I keep my man so I can continue to love. Coming online, making 70 plus videos about someone that means nothing to me is not going to help my life in any way, shape, and or form. I'm just saying, y'all, make this stuff make sense. And dislike the video, dislike me, talk mess, well, it's still not going to change my opinion. It's still not going to change my temperature. You don't have to like me. I'm okay with that. You don't have to agree with me. I'm okay with that. What you're not going to do is play in my face and expect me not to be able to come back at you asking you some real questions. See, all this talking about people's personal stuff and screaming and yelling, that accomplishes what? I want you to think about your behavior. I want you to think about what you are showing us. Why I have something to talk about. Why I could point out what you've done that I find is problematic. See, I don't throw out words and phrases and things of that nature and not be able to explain what I mean by that. How I come to that decision, how I come to that conclusion, how I come to that determination based on my observations. As we've seen here, people throw out things but don't want to explain them, can't explain them. It sounds good. Oh, you a troller, everybody. Well, it's not. Oh, you said this. I said it then. I said it today. If you allow me to change your temperature, if you allow me to distract you from what you need to do, then I guess I trolled you. I trolled you. I sure did. Now what? What you gonna do about it? But I don't get on here trolling people. I come on my channel and do what I do. People get in their feelings about it. So guess what? I guess I trolled them, right? Because that's what trolls do. Trolls get you in your feelings. Trolls get you to act out of character, disrupt the situation. And if you allow me to live in my life to disrupt your situation, guess what just happened? I trolled you. If you allow me to change your whole aspect of who you are, how you feel, what you're doing for that moment, for that day, based on me coming on my channel, doing what I do, I guess at that point I trolled you, right? Just like you trying to come on my channel and disrupt, distract, deflect. The difference between the way you trying to troll and the way I say I troll based on what you do is that mine's actually work. Yours don't. My commentary has not changed. I came here wanted to point out why I disengaged and explain to you why I did that. I've done that. With a little bit of interlude in between. Like I said, cuss, fuss, scream, yell, all that stuff. It ain't gonna change anything. You still display the behavior that you displayed. I still saw it. We still saw it. Whoever chooses to acknowledge it and agree with it, do. Whoever don't. But I don't give people passes. We're all grown here, right? We all should be able to stand in our ish, right? So therefore, if you show me something on here, I choose to see it. Once I see it, I can't unsee it. No matter how much you don't like the fact that I saw it, or how much it hurts your feelings, or how much, everything may not be what you want it to be, or sound like the way you want it to sound. I don't kiss ass. I either choose to engage or disengage. Talk about it because I see it, or not talk about it because I don't see it. When you fall into the trappings of people that wants to pick with you, pick at you, and use you to try to get at someone else, and you choose to fall for that, it is what it is. You take a simple opinion and make it personal. Now, just because I don't engage with you don't mean that I'm not going to sit here and say what I want to say whenever I want to say it. The difference between what I do and what I say is that, what's coming out? Okay. Sorry, my Netflix is gone. Raising Dion. I was trying to see what time the second season is. But yeah. It's just funny to me how people want to sit up here and act like, Food Junkie is this horrible person. No, Food Junkie is just Food Junkie. No better, no worse than anyone else. A little bit more honest than most people. But my honesty doesn't come with any type of maliciousness or vitriol towards anyone. I just talk about what I see, what y'all have displayed on these screens. That's what I talk about. If I choose to talk about that at all, if I don't choose to focus on myself. I'm just saying. I actually got something I can show y'all besides talking about everything else that goes on in this quote-unquote sector. But yeah, y'all, I want nothing just to let you guys know that, once again, my ESPN works, which means I was right. People show you who they are. It's up to you to believe them. It's up to you to, recognize it. Call it out. Don't call it out. Do whatever you want to do with it. But don't expect me to put my head in the sand and act as though I don't see it or I didn't see it. When you put it on display for all to see. Opposed to just saying, oh, wow, that's his opinion. Moving on. You want to cuss and fuss. Okay. Yeah, I'm petty like that, where I can bring it up anytime I want to bring it up because you attacked me for no reason and I didn't attack you. I gave an opinion based on what your opinion was. Based on someone else's opinion. What we all do on here. Like I said, I'm not going to be cussing and fussing. That's not what I do. I actually can have an articulate conversation, an adult conversation with anyone who is an adult and capable of conversing in an adult-like manner. We can have a disagreement. We can totally disagree on what is what. But what we're not going to do is get into a screaming match. Because isn't that what you didn't like that they did to you over there on yonder with your Atlanta cast? Isn't that what you didn't like? The fact that all those people were screaming and yelling at you and you couldn't get a word in edgewise? Isn't that what your complaint was over there? Once again, hypocrisy. You don't want people yelling and fussing and cussing and attacking you, but you don't mind doing it to other people. I can go down a whole list of stuff that I think is hypocritical that he does. A whole list of things that he does that I think is problematic and hypocritical at the same time. I ain't got time for that. You know what you do. Y'all see what this person does. Y'all see how this person conducts themselves. You sing a little song and you Hey, how you doing? And then they'll take away all the bullshit that you do, that you're about to do. I see it. And if I choose, shut the front door. She-Ra? Sorry, y'all. It said the Masters of the Universe. And y'all know that was either She-Ra or He-Man. They're going to do a revolution. I see what's going on with that. But yeah, y'all see what's going on. Y'all see what it is. Hey, Tracy, baby, how you doing? The same reason why you can't drop it, Tracy. You don't want people to tell you what to do or how long you should have a conflict with somebody. What's not? No one can tell me. When I give somebody my opinion, or when I give my channel my opinion, what's not, I don't expect to be verbally attacked by people. I don't expect to be verbally attacked and insulted because I have an opinion, which we all have on here. I'm kind of petty that way. I'm kind of in my feelings that way. You know what I'm saying? Just like you, that's like me saying, Tracy, you should get together with Rico. He was once your baby. I don't see why you and Rico don't get together and talk it out and just drop it. Why can't you drop it with 5A? Why can't you drop it with Sean Bradley? When someone does something so egregious to you, while I can disengage with you, I still can show that I'm right. It's problematic that in the past 3 days, he has gotten into it with 5 different people. Goes to prove my point about him being problematic and hypocritical. It would not be me if I didn't point that out. Wild card, exactly. That's what not fits to do. Play blind to the BS. And there's nothing wrong. All I'm doing is just pointing out the fact that when I say I'm no longer going to engage with you on that level, you found other people to engage with on that level, which means that's something that you want. That's something that you seek. I'm just pointing out what I see. And if you choose to cuss, fuss, and scream and yell, something you choose to do. I'm not going to do that. I'll sit back and watch and point out, y'all, I told you this is going to happen. I told you I was right. I told you he's problematic. This is why. He's problematic because he can't seem to engage in adult conversation without first going off on people for no reason, without getting all the clues, all the information first, before just going off without being able to critically think, to analyze what is said. It seems as though he can't be able to do that without going to his lower self, reverting to his lower self. Like I said, it's not a read or roast or a gag or anything like that. It may be a little shade there, but it's also truth. It's also truth. If I hear something that I don't like, my first response isn't to scream and yell. Just hit the streets. We can all go there, yes. But that's not my first response. Because the reality is, if we're not going to see each other and meet up, there's no need to be cussing and fussing. Point out the shit that I do. I don't think he can have a conversation with me without being belligerent. I don't think that he can have a conversation with me without insulting, without using derogatory language. I just don't. Everyone's welcome over here. And if he can have a decent conversation and ask the question, why did I say what I said? Why do I think what I did think? But I already explained it in these videos. I'd be happy to without him being assaulted because he thinks that everything is an attack. Tracy, he didn't drag me. Well, it's not. Because the thing is, the reality is, see, you can't drag me when you live in the way you live. That's like saying Rico dragged you. Did he? No, I'm sure you don't think so. It's like saying 5'8" drug you. It doesn't matter if it does or not. I mean, I'm not arguing with Tracy was not, but like I said, and if her opinion is that he drugged me pretty badly, okay. What am I supposed to do about that? What am I supposed to do about that? He lived on public assistance for the past 17 years. That's how he lived, which means he was 46 years old when he got on public assistance when he stopped working. That's what that means. That means that at 46 years old, he felt that he was so disabled that he decided to stop working and use government assistance. I know it's not, baby. No. Right. She always show my videos. You're absolutely right about that. It's not Tracy. But that's what I mean by that. But I said it, and I say it again. I'm not dragging him, but that's the facts of his life. Because he couldn't hear what I said initially about him being problematic. And I just said his opinion is based on that one topic without screaming and yelling and cussing and taking it personally. That's why. He didn't get into it with Sir King. He didn't get into it with Wiley. He didn't get into Brianna. With Brianna. He didn't attack them and quote unquote drag them. I know. But I'll still say what I said when they asked how did he live, because they want me to, they're trying to get some little snippets that they can take back over there was not and say, oh, he said this about you, whatever. And the reality is I said it. He said it. I'm repeating what was said. Oh, see, I don't watch these people like that, Boo, so I don't know. Like, y'all pay more attention to these people than I do. And if he didn't, was not, I don't know what happened between him and Wiley. All I know is that I said, everyone is welcome over here. But what is not welcome is people who can't have adult conversations and air out disagreements. Well, it's not. He didn't want to have a conversation with me. He didn't want me to say what he said for however long. You know what I'm saying? He been trying or looking for a reason, in my opinion. Once again, my opinion. He's been looking for a reason to say what he said, just like he wanted to say what he wanted to say about CTV, but end up apologizing. Exactly, Miss Diva. It came out too quickly. It came out too effortlessly. Oh, I didn't see that either. Like I said, I know a lot of people think that I'm here on everything. I watch everything, but y'all not realize I do work 6 days a week, right? I do work about 10 hours a day, at least during the week. On weekends, I work about 5 to 6 a day. I don't have time to watch everyone's conversation. I don't care what happened between him and Wiley. No offense to you, baby, but it's that with me, I don't do apologies. I don't do that. Like I said, he meant to say what he wanted to say for a while. Just like he wanted to say some shit about CTV. But they, quote unquote, he apologized, so it didn't go there. because he was wrong. That's my opinion. Whomever don't like it, don't like it. I said, I'm nothing against that man, but I would never engage with him in this back and forth, arguing back and forth towards not, because I don't do that. If you're not going to come see me and we have a conversation in person and see where it goes from there, there's no need for me to keep on talking to you on that same subject level, matter, screaming and yelling, cussing and fussing. When he came, and to answer your question, really, Lisa Brown, baby, please don't take this personal or be offended by what I say. When I was, well, what day was that? Thursday, Friday, whatever day it was that I was on live talking to my people, and he started cussing and fussing me out. Thursday, I think it was. When he heard from somebody that I said something about him that he didn't like, I was live then. He could have came over then and clicked the link or asked me to click the link so we have a conversation about it. But what did he do? He went live to talk mess about me and take it personal. So although he spoke to Wally and Sir King and Brianna and everybody else he don't went to and talked to that he had a quote unquote disagreement with, I was actually live that night on StreamYard. And if he was so inclined to want to have a conversation about what quote unquote he heard or what the confusion was or what my issue may have been, he could have done it then. But his choice was to go live and commence to talking mad stuff, doing health reads, which he said he don't do. Even to this day, he said he don't do health reads, but yet he did one on me. Regardless of how untrue it is, it was still a health read, was it not? Hypocritical, hypocrisy. You saying that Kevin Samuels, I had to bring him back up because it's not about him. You said Kevin Samuels talk bad about black women. Who do you call black bitches? Hypocrisy. Every woman that you got into it with was not. You called her a black bitch, call her a dog, call her all kinds of derogatory names. But yet now you're the savior of black women because Kevin Samuels, you think he talked derogatory towards black women. He don't call them bitches and hoes and black bitches and nigger bitches and all the stuff that you do. That's why it's problematic. That's why it's hypocrisy. That's why I said what I said, and that's why I will continue to say what I said. Kevin Samuels didn't threaten 7 stars. Kevin Samuels didn't tell 7 stars that she only lives 45 minutes away. Simply Blaine did that. I guess we forgot about that, right? We forgot that he threatened 7 stars. We forgot about that. But I'm the one who chooses not to talk about stuff or chooses to try to be mean and nasty and crazy or it's not. No. I only say what is said. I only point out what was said and what was done. If you don't put it out here, I can't use it. I can't talk about it. I don't see it. Make that make sense. You're telling us that somebody is this, that, and third when you do more horrific stuff, say more horrific stuff than majority of people on here because of anger issues, because not able to deal with your anger in a productive way, not able to deal with the trauma that you experienced, not being able to deal with that. But yet, I'm wrong because I pointed out, because I talked about it. I showed you a mirror and show you what we see. Sorry, what I see and will admit to seeing in said mirror. We only could do or listen to what you put out there. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, y'all. It has to make sense. There has to be something that makes sense. No, baby. No, I didn't say you personally. I'm saying in general. If I say you, I don't mean you personally. I mean you as in general, the general people. But I can't do that, Lisa, if you attack me personally when all I did was give my opinion about you and then attack you. You disrespected me by coming at me personally, when all I said was your opinion could be problematic. I didn't call you out your name. I didn't dog you. I didn't clown you. And when I did, I barely did it because I didn't want to be, you know what I'm saying, go there with him. Because it's easy for me to go there with people. I start thinking about how I want to be presented and how I want to be looked at and how I want to be seen. Because there's things going on with me that is putting me in different places, in different spaces. So when they look me up on YouTube, I don't want them to be seeing me cussing, fussing, acting the fool, foaming at the mouth. Because once someone get that image in their head of you, it's kind of hard for you to revert back to something different. Because they're always going to know if I say something wrong, if I say something crazy, that's how they're going to act toward me. So I can't be, you know, I would love to agree to disagree, but I'm still, doesn't mean I'm not going to point out your hypocrisy. Doesn't mean I'm not going to point out your problematic behavior. See, that's the problem. We can agree to disagree, but if I see problematic behavior and I choose to talk about it, I'm not going to have my tongue held or my hands tied because you're in your feelings. Because you can't understand that this is my opinion based on what I've seen you present. Like I said, how many times I get talked about, how many times my name get mentioned on here, how many times people say derogatory shit about me while it's not? How often do you see me on here cussing and fussing and screaming and yelling at people? You don't. Because I don't do that because I don't care enough. If someone think I'm unattractive or I got bad skin or I'm losing too much weight, who cares? I don't care enough to address every single thing that someone said about me. I'm not that insecure. I know I can walk into a room, any room, and pull whomever I want to pull. Your opinion of me don't mean anything to me. People get so caught up in their feelings like, oh my God, they think I'm ugly. Oh my God, they think I'm this. Oh my God, they think I'm that. I don't care. I still live the life I live. You still live the life they live. Lisa, I understand what you're saying. I understand what's going on. But even that story doesn't make sense if you listen to it critically. See, I'm not reading. This is a response to what Lisa said. I'm not reading, but this is a response to what Lisa just said. Let me put this up here so when people go back and watch it, they can see what I'm responding to. I understand completely what she says, that being in this sector and people continuously making fun of his living situation like he hasn't contributed great things. He is more than public assistance, so he may be desensitized. I get that. I understand it. But let's see what Wildcard said. Very true. Very true. But back to Lisa's comment. See, I listen. And when you let people talk, they pretty much tell on themselves. And I don't know what he done in his past, what his living situation is. Well, I can tell you what I heard him say and how things don't add up. First, this is not a read, this is not a direct, this is not a roast. This is just me listening to what he said. First, it was, I'm retired. I worked all my life so I can retire. I'm 63 years old. I'm retired. I can do that. I worked all my life. Correct? That was said, right? Then it was found out, he's on public assistance with the whole Jason thing. No one's on take my public assistance. If you do, I'll do da. Okay, you're on public assistance. Okay, you get Social Security. Okay. Or SI, whatever public assistance you get. Okay. Then you've been in and out of jail multiple times. So my question is, if you are retired or you getting money based on you putting into your Social Security was not, how often did you work and what were you doing? Because a lot of times you was while you was going in and out of jail, you was on the street, you was homeless, you was selling drugs, you was doing stuff. Drug dealing don't have a 401k. Drug dealing don't give you PTO. Drug dealing don't have a retirement plan. Okay, whatever. No one wants to hear it or talk about that. That's fine. And that's not me. This is just going by what he said. I'm not analyzing anything. I'm just going by what he said. Then he stopped working 17 years ago because he became disabled. So you're disabled or you're retired, you get Social Security or SSI, whatever his may be, was not. You've been out of jail. You've been in jail 10 times. You've been out of jail. And you, for the past 17 years, or you volunteered for 17 years, 4 hours a week, or whatever it was, before you got monetized and learned how to do cash ups and stuff, where you were just solely living off of whatever you was doing besides YouTube. This is what we know. So you've been disabled for 17 years, not able to work for 17 years, which means that you was considered disabled or qualified for being disabled at 46 years old. That's not enough time put in if you count how many times you've been in and out of jail, how long you've been on drugs, and things of that nature, for you to retire and then be considered disabled for 17 years. Now tell me if I'm wrong, if what I heard was not said. Go for anyone in the chat or listening in the bushes. Did y'all hear the same things, or did I just make those things up? I'll wait. See, I hear everything when I choose to listen. I see everything if I'm in the room. The story changed based on the situation and based on the argument that he was in. I don't care one way or the other. But that means that you stopped working at my age. At my age, because I'm 46, you was considered disabled, which means you started getting public assistance. Because you said for 17 years you didn't work. I understand he wrote a book, he did da. But I'm going by what you said. How much did those books sell for? Did you make it to the New York bestsellers list? We know that there's broke writers, right? There's broke musicians out there. But he didn't say he was selling drugs and doing drugs while keeping a steady job, because you don't do that going in and out of jail for 10 years. Sometimes we need to do some deductive reasoning. If you was considered disabled at 46 years old and you've been in and out of jail for 10 times and spent long periods of time in jail, and you were an interior designer for a company, I'm just saying, it has to make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. I understand that, Lisa. I heard that as well. But that was 17 years ago, right? You're telling me right now that there's not people who have HIV who still want to work? Just because you can apply for a disability don't mean that you're going to do that. Some people have enough oomph about themselves that they're going to try to do for themselves as much as possible. And this is not me reading or trying to roll to gag or drag. It's just me going by my observations and what I know to be true. I work with people who are in their 60s, who's still doing work. Because they know that whatever retirement they are going to get won't be enough for them to still live the lifestyle that they want to live. So they want to make, you know what I'm saying, $20+ an hour doing whatever they want to do. Or they want to work at Walmart checking receipts when you leave the door. They want to work in the movie theaters. They want to do whatever they need to do to stay busy and motivated. I'm just saying, if you don't want to get out there and do for yourself, you want to sit at home and have everybody else do for you, that's fine. But I just heard too many different stories. Okay. But my question is, if you almost died when you were in a hospital, this is not me making fun of it, anything like that. I'm just trying to figure it out because it doesn't make sense to me. I know it's not for you to answer, but you are answering. If you was in a hospital 17 years ago and almost died, you're telling me over the past 17 years, your health haven't been to the point to where you can actually still work? Didn't James say he was on Social Security, SSI, when he had cancer? And he's not on it anymore because he's able-bodied and healthy? I'm just saying, we see it all the time. And not to put James in this, I'm just saying. But that's his story. And walk hard. The thing is, they're going to think that I'm trying to read and roast and gag, and that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to just make it make sense, because it doesn't make sense because the story has changed so many times. And there's always an excuse as to why I couldn't. I almost died. When was that? 17 years ago? You seem to be healthy now enough, at least healthy enough to read and roast and try to drag people. You volunteer for 17 years at the place. I don't know how long it is, but I know you've been volunteering for 17 years at the place, 4 hours a week, or was it 4 hours a week or 4 hours a month? I forgot. You can volunteer for 17 years. You can find a job that lets you work 1 day a week. I understand that. I understand that, Lisa. See, what I don't understand is this. Y'all act like I don't know this. Y'all act like I am so clueless as to what's going on. I'm not making excuses for this man. Because this man attacked me for no reason. So I don't care what his situation is. I'm saying the facts of the matter don't make sense. Because you chose to attack me for no reason. Now I'm questioning everything you said. Now I'm trying to put two and two together on everything that was said by him. That doesn't make sense. And putting it out there for people to look at closely and carefully. Because I work. Knock on wood. He doesn't have autism. He doesn't have asthma. He doesn't have those things. He wasn't a child when he became on Social Security, SSI, whatever it is. He wasn't that. He was an ex-felon. Well, he was a felon, ex-drug addict, ex-prostitute, ex-drug dealer who contracted a deadly disease, almost died, got put in the hospital, and then was applied for benefits and got them. Fine. But initially, he said he was getting his retirement from working his entire life. Now, come to find out, he was not working. He's been volunteering at least ever since he was 46. 1 day, 4 hours, a week, or a month, whatever it was. If you're so quick to lie about that for no reason, what else are you lying about? What else have you lied about? That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to be digging in your records with it. I just go by what you say, by what you said. If you volunteer for 17 years, 1 day a month or 1 day, wherever it was, 4 hours, I'm confused as to why you couldn't find a job. Nothing's wrong with volunteering. I volunteer quite often. I just volunteered school supplies when I went shopping the other day. Or donated, I should say, not volunteer, donated school supplies at the register. I volunteer and donate all the time. So nothing's wrong with that. But I also work my ass off. And I understand, like, see, Lisa, I understand how and why. You know what I'm saying? I live every day in this community where this disease has affected the most people. From the Black aspect, from the gay aspect. I have friends who have died. I have friends who live and thrive. I have friends who also have HIV, but also still work. You understand what I'm saying? I have friends who have HIV and who have HIV for years, who still is out there every day doing hard labor, not making excuses for why they're getting public assistance. Although they qualify for it, they're not getting that because they'd rather be out there working, earning their keep. So I don't get it. See, this whole conversation will be different if I was a heterosexual man who don't know anybody with HIV. It would ring a little different. It would fall a little different on my ears. But the fact that I'm a Black man who, knock on wood, is healthy and safe, but know a bunch of other people of all different colors, races, creeds, and stuff like that, who have HIV who's been on their deathbed, who could have qualified for public assistance, but still chooses to get up every day off their ass and go to work and do hard labor, strenuous labor, but they still make sure that they're taking their medicine, they're doing what they need to do to survive and be healthy in their condition. I'm just saying, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, if I didn't know anybody, if I didn't know what could be done, what should be done, at least I was just going to say this. I know somebody who pretty much have this exact same situation. Ex-drug addict, HIV. I think they're slightly older than him too. But guess what? They're still working. They're still working. Not meth, but crack. Ex-crackhead. Like I said, y'all don't know people's story because people don't come on here talking all about their story, what's not. You don't know what my life experiences is, who I've dealt with in my life, who I know in my life. And I'm saying you as in you or not, but y'all don't know that. People don't know that what's not. So I know somebody who, like I said, pretty much have this exact same experience. Not the in and out of jail type of aspect, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But as far as older, HIV positive, ex-drug addict, this and the third, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And they're still working. Yeah, I mentioned that wild card. I mentioned that, but I did that as a say that I wasn't mentioning James trying to do anything crazy about it. I was mentioning it because I'm saying that at one point in time, James admitted that he was on SSI or Social Security, wherever, which one it was. I don't know the difference between those two. And I'm saying now he's not, because once he got well and was able to do for himself, he did for himself. He didn't continue to do it because he could do it. That's my only point of mentioning James, not to try to drag him into anything was not, but just let's say there are people out there who at one point in time when they needed some assistance, they got the assistance. But once they got better and was able to do for themselves, they did that for themselves. Shout out to James. That was the only point of me mentioning his name. Not to bring him up into this. But yeah, so when I have questions, like not questions because I'm trying to be mean or rude, it's questions because I know people who have done differently and had very similar situations. Not just one person, several people I know who is close to the situation, who has made a different choice, a different decision. So it's not me trying to drag or roast somebody. It's just me just wondering. Stories changed. Things aren't the same. It seems like every time there's a different argument that he has with somebody was not, his situation becomes different. I don't know. You know, I don't know. Make it make sense. You know, are you retired? Retired from where? I mean, I don't have to know this because I don't care, but I'm saying when you out here screaming and yelling because I was not and taking things personally, we all can take things personally and ask a bunch of questions. You know, we all can take things personally and ask a bunch of questions. We all can take things personally and wonder, what did you retire from? How often did you work? What type of stable job you had to retire when you was in and out of jail 10 times? And if you was volunteering for 17 years at least, if I just do the math, you're 63 now, that means that you had to stop working at 46, which is my age. It just doesn't sound right. It just doesn't sound right to me. It doesn't add up. The numbers and letters and things don't add up. All the T's aren't crossed and all the I's aren't dotted. That's all I'm saying. You can be mad if you want to. You can be upset if you want to. What's not? You can cuss, scream, and cuss me out all you want to. Ain't none of my motherfucking business or whatever it may be. What's not? But then don't put it on YouTube. Don't try to explain yourself, and then when the explanation doesn't fit or doesn't make sense, it may be correct. And things, everything he's saying may be actually correct. I'm just saying it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't sound logical to me. Because I know people who have been diagnosed with HIV. Well, it's not. Who's older? Who's been ex-drug addicts? Who's still out there working? And I know some young people who choose not to work, who's been diagnosed with HIV, and they want the public assistance. But they complain when they don't have all the things they need. Crack, meth. Difference? I don't know. Ex-drug addicts don't mean that they was on weed. They was ex-drug addicts. Crack epidemic, the meth epidemic. Crack harms your body as well. Crack does something to your body as well. So does meth. Do I know what? Because I haven't experienced either. So I don't know personally. What's the difference, Lisa? What's the difference, the effect on one's body who does crack and who does meth? What's the difference, sweetheart? Because I don't know personally. I need to be educated on what the difference is. Crack isn't dangerous. So crack is safe, but meth is not. Lisa, you're starting to look like you're just caping for Timothy Blaine, just trying to be his advocate. That's what it's looking like to me. Because I need to know the difference between meth and crack. How is meth more harsher on a body than crack is? See, I'm waiting to have a conversation with us now, but it has to make sense, sweetheart. And crack was dangerous when there was an epidemic of crack as well. Late 80s, early 90s. So I need to know the difference on the human body that crack has and that meth has. I'll wait. Are both addictive drugs, but meth destroys in the body. Is that your professional opinion, Lisa, or is that something that you are just saying to engage in this conversation. And you're right. They both ruin lives, period. One is not better than the other or more dangerous than the other. One's not better or more dangerous than the other. Because from my understanding, you lose all your teeth when you're doing crack. You lose your teeth when you're doing meth. You're constantly looking for a fix if you're doing crack. And you're constantly looking for a fix if you're doing meth. They're both addictive. So I don't understand how one could be different and or harsher than the other. Wild card, come back, baby, come back. So, yeah, like I said, and this is not me reading, roasting, gagging, or dragging anyone. It's just me asking questions once again. And the reason I'm asking questions is because I can. When you attack me personally for no reason whatsoever for me having an opinion, while you're out here having opinions about everybody and everything, oh yes, this is how I do it. This is how I engage people. Well, I'm not going to engage you in arguing, fussing, fighting. I'm going to just ask questions. And hopefully you make an answer that makes sense. Okay. Chemically, they are mostly the same. Meth is more similar to cocaine than crack. Okay. Like I said, I don't do drugs. So I don't know the difference between crack, cocaine, and meth. Any mood altering type of situation was not, I'm not into that. All I'm saying is that he's not the only person out here who has a situation similar to people that I know. Like I said, I never said it was the same. I said similar. Exactly. Crack is a form of cocaine. I was going to say that because don't you got to, now I do know you got to add baking soda and water in order to cook it up and then, you know what I'm saying, let it dry and then you crack it up or it's not. So isn't cocaine and crack very similar? And crack does have more ingredients, more harmful ingredients than cocaine does. So wouldn't that make crack even worse than cocaine? But like I said, I'm not here to argue about that or discuss that. I'm here to say that you're no different than anybody else. Your story don't add up. Okay. But all I'm saying, my point of getting on this line of talking is words and things does not add up. Because first it was one story, then the story changed to a different story. Now the story is something else. Now the story is something else. All could be true. None could be true. I don't know. That's all I'm saying. Don't have to like me. Don't have to like what I'm saying. Don't have to agree with me. But if it makes sense to you, it makes sense to you. If it doesn't make sense to me, it doesn't make sense to me. And it doesn't. You can't be retired because you worked all your life, but then you stop working at 46. That's like me saying I'm retired now. I can't retire at 46. My 401ks aren't working out the way it won't add up the way I want it to add up. They'll take too much taxes and there'll be too many penalties for me to collect on something right now. I'm just saying it has to make sense. It doesn't make sense. And y'all correct me if I'm wrong. If I heard a different story than what y'all heard, let me know. If the stories that I heard, that I told y'all that I heard is not correct, let me know. Please correct me. Did he not say that he was retired? Did he not say he was this? Did he not say he was that? I got you, baby. Like I say, yeah, I don't think anyone's attacking you, Lisa. I'm just thinking, like, I mean, that's why I actually was a professional opinion. I can't argue with someone about their professional opinion. Just like no one can argue with me about my experiences and who and what I've seen in my little limited time on this earth, on this planet. Okay, so Ms. Dean, you heard the same thing. And then you heard yesterday when they talked about when he said something about volunteering for 17 years because he wasn't working. So if you're disabled and you've been considered disabled since, let's say 17 years, probably more, because he had HIV for 30. So, which means that he must have been 33 when he contracted HIV. So, let's just say 46, 13 years later. You are considered disabled. So, you do all the things that you want to do for being disabled, which means you haven't worked for 17 years. You can work around at the same time. So you can volunteer for 17 years, but you can't work for 17 years, which means that based on your age now, let's say that this was previously and you still did it. They would put you at 46 years old. They would put you at 46 years old when you was considered disabled. So when you turn 60, whatever, you turn your disability to your retirement from working since you was until you were 46 years old, but yet you've been in and out of jail 10 times. How many steady years of unemployment that you really have? Now, mind you, I really don't care one way or the other, but it has to make sense logically in my head. Okay. But why do I have to look up SSI guidelines? That's me doxing someone. I'm not doing that. I told you I don't care enough to do that. I just have questions that it doesn't sound right to me. It may be true, but it doesn't sound right to me. It doesn't make sense to me. At 46 years old, after being in and out of jail, homeless, drugged out, cracked out, methed out for all these years, but yet you have enough in your 401ks and your retirement pension plan to live good off of that. It doesn't make sense to me. Not buying it. Fuck an elder. Let's put that out there. You can get it from cradle to the grave. 18 to motherfucking 80. I have no goddamn elders on here. We're all peers. Fucking respect me. How about that? Who the fuck y'all talk? Who the fuck you think talking to? Respect your elders. Who the fuck are you? If you want to be nasty and take shit personal, well, it's not. I can do the same goddamn thing. The fuck's wrong with you? Respect your elder. Fuck that. And I'm not cussing at you. I'm not cussing about you. Well, you know what I'm trying to say. I'm not cussing at you personally. Well, it's not, but don't do that with me. Don't tell me to respect my elders. I'm 46 years old. I can do what the fuck I want to do and say what the fuck I want to say to who I want to say it to. And this is not personal towards you, baby. It's just the fact that don't do that with me. Respect my elders. No. And that's fine. That's your opinion. Did I call him a bum? See, did I call him a bum? Did I call him a bum? Who here have heard me call this man a bum? Who heard me call him that? Lisa, did I call him a bum? We've been talking for the past 30, 45 minutes. I'm saying it doesn't make sense to me. See, you can't even be respectful to these people because they want to come in with some bullshit and putting words in your mouth so they can go back and run and say, oh, well, he said this about you. I didn't say that. You must think he's a bum because you thought that what I'm saying make him look like a bum. I never said he was a bum. Jesus, these people are ridiculous around here. Exactly. Old people ain't getting no damn passes. And so am I. I'm also an established author. I also have a book in the Library of Congress with an ISBN number. I sure am. Now what? Now what? We all wrote books. We all self-published things. Now what? I understand that, Lisa. I get that, baby. Thank you for saying that. Because that is what I wanted to hear. That right there is what I wanted to hear. It was hard for me to find stable employment that will help me live my life after getting out of the prison and having a stint of 10 separate times in prison, being a felon. It was hard for me to find stable employment. So when I was greeted with this opportunity, I took it and ran with it. I can respect that. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Because I can respect that. So I understand that. That's why I said they didn't have the same experience as far as the jail situation. That's why I said it. Y'all remember me saying that? I know people who, like I said, I know people who have the same thing, but they didn't have the jail aspect. That's why I said that hopefully somebody will get it and say maybe it's because he's an ex-felon. That I can understand. That I can understand, but that was never said by him. It was different stories, such as retirement. I was disabled. When the truth possibly could be, I couldn't find stable employment. I don't have the work history to find stable employment in order for me to live the life that I want to live. I found it easier and in my best interest to get XYZ. Everybody want to be more than what they are. Wild card, baby. You dropping down the bushes and dropping gems, baby. Don't make your head hurt, baby. That passed the bottle. Y'all not drinking wine up in here. Yeah, I mean, and Lisa, I understand completely. But the thing is, that conversation, the question I just put up there was not, and as they said about the ex-con thing, that's what I want people to be honest about. That plays a big part as well. That wasn't even said until not too long ago. Let me put it up there again. That's what it is. That wasn't said. Damn, all the Social Security, all the other stuff was not. Let's keep it real. Being a felon, an ex-con, having 10 stints in and out of jail was not. That could be the cause. That could be a contributing factor. The contributing factor as to why the situation is what it is. But guess what? He never said that. It was always an excuse. They had you a cocktail, baby. They had you a cocktail. That was never said. It was always, oh, I'm just retired. Oh, I don't want to work. Oh, I can do that when I'm 65 or 60 years old. I can do that when I'm 60 years old. Then it's, oh, I'm on SSI. Then it's, oh, I'm disabled. I've been disabled for 17 years. Of course it does. Of course it does. Why wasn't that the first thing that was said? Well, you told us that you've been in jail 10 times. You've been in prison 10 times. Let you tell it. Probably jail more. He mentioned that, I don't know how long ago he was so sick when he went to the hospital to where he was on his deathbed. I don't know when that was. I never caught that. If y'all know when that was that 17 years ago when he was considered disabled? When was it? I don't know. But I'm sure he wasn't working for a Fortune 500 company with 10 felonies on his record. But when was that, Lisa? How long ago was that? That wasn't yesterday. That wasn't 2 years ago. That wasn't 3 years ago, because he was on here those all for several years. He wants people to stop reading him on that was not, but yeah, you're not telling us when. You keep harping on that. You keep relying on that in order for people to feel sorry for you. You can start saying you don't want people to sorry for you, but you do. File card. My point exactly. My point exactly. That's why I'm asking when was that? Because ever since I've known, because I've been watching Tim for a long time. Tim was one of the first people to subscribe to my channel several years ago. If I can find an email showing that he subscribed to me, I don't know if he's unsubscribed by now, but he was one of the first people to subscribe to my channel when I started making videos. But I was watching him for a while as well, when all he did was upload videos, when he didn't do lives. He wasn't sick none of that time that I was watching him. So that's why I asked, when was this stint in the hospital where he almost died? When was he considered disabled? Clearly he wasn't, at least for 17 years, because that's when he stopped working. because he said he was disabled for 17 years. That's why he volunteered for 17 years. And I want to say he was considered disabled before he volunteered for 17 years. I want to say that I'm giving him the old age of 46. I'm pretty sure if he had HIV for 30 years, let him tell it, which would have made him 33 when he caught it. He was considered disabled well before 46, which means he probably stopped working before the age of 46. But I'm giving him 46. Because 17 years is will make him 46, which would be my age right now. But you know what? You're absolutely right, Veta. Ms. Diva, do you know how long that was? About how many years that was? Because I remember when he was diagnosed with cancer as well. I was watching him then. I never seen him in the hospital. Maybe because I haven't seen his backup page. Maybe. He uploaded 3 years ago? See, now things are coming into very clear. That means that you weren't. You was considered disabled well before the cancer, which is about 3 years ago. Which means you stopped working well before you was in the hospital laid up and almost died. I'm just saying. Make it make sense. The origin of it was it last week, Monday or whatever it was? Well, last week sometime, he made a video addressing Kevin Samuels, saying that Kevin Samuels was gay. And regardless, let's put this out here. Regardless if you think he's gay or not, it has nothing to do with me. I don't care about that. So I made a video saying sometimes your opinions could be problematic, stating that it's problematic for a gay man, a self-proclaimed gay man, to vehemently say that a a person who says they're straight is gay. I think that's a problematic and it's hypocritical, because he also mentioned a couple other things that I thought was hypocritical in that video, such as, saying the way Kevin Samuels speak to women. Well, it's hypocritical because you call black women black bitches all the time. So that was what it was. Then I guess somebody wanting to cause trouble and stir the pot then says, oh, Tim Blaine, food junkies over there talking shit about you, cussing you out, XYZ, this and the third. So this was Friday, y'all? Yeah, well, I think it was Friday, Thursday, whatever day it was, or Tuesday, whatever day it was. He goes on cussing me out, talking shit, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Now I'm live, mind you, I'm live. Eating like I normally do on camera. What else here? So a couple of days ago, he cussed me out. Everyone said he drugged and was not. Still haven't watched the video. So I'm live, was not trying not to go off and act a fool and cuss and fuss and scream, but still let him know, don't do that with me. I'm not the person you want to do this with. Don't do that. I'm not, I didn't attack you. I just gave my opinion, like you give your opinion to everybody else. So on Friday, I just said, I'm done talking about this. I'm done engaging with this individual on that level. But since Friday, he has had opinions about Clyde Diva, Nick at Night, Jay Wilson, Stump Down, and CTV. So tonight, I just decided, y'all saw the title, my ESPN, because I say I have ESPN. I know it's ESP, y'all, but I say I have ESPN. And I said, you know what I'm saying? This is why I don't engage. Because when I say I'm not going to engage with you on this level, whatever, you know what I'm saying? In the past 3 days, you done got into it with 5 different people where you're cussing, fussing, and foaming at the mouth, or living at the bit to cuss someone out. So that's what this situation is about. It's not a beef because I don't beef with people. Oh, I mean, and that's it. And I want to have Lisa. I mean, I said, that's what I said. I can have a conversation with people without attacking or taking things personally. I just need to know. I mean, because you know, what I'm saying, if we're going to be vehemently defending people, well, it's not. I need to know. I need all the facts so I can make sure that, you know, what I'm saying, what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling is accurate. But like I said, if that was the case, I thought, I remember the cancer situation, but how he talks about being in the hospital and almost dying, it seems as though he relates it to HIV and not the cancer. Am I wrong? Because that's how I took it. When he say, oh, I was almost died, almost died. It's as though he's talking about that he almost died of HIV and not the cancer. If it makes sense. Am I the one who sees it that way or hear it that way when he talks about it? Yes. 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 It was over an opinion and a response to a video. Yes. I gave my opinion. I felt that what he said was problematic. I think that is problematic for any homosexual person to try to out someone who is a self-proclaimed heterosexual person, regardless if they are or if they're not, regardless of who it is. It was rude for people to say that about Queen Latifah until she came out recently. But yet then he attacked me, saying that I am the one now who is sick because I'm naturally thin, and saying all kind of other horrific things about me. He made it very personal for no reason, based on my opinion, based on what he did. So while I can easily let it go, why would I? When he shows us who he is every day, he can't let things go. Oh. Vita. Vita. I got you, baby. My apologies. Just how easy it is for me to go along to get along. I'm not trying to fight nobody. I said the name wrong. She corrected me. You see how easy that is? How we still cool for now until she cussed me out. Not saying you will, baby. I'm just saying because I don't talk to people. I give an opinion and that's it. But they're gonna take this as an attack, which I understand. They're in the fighting mode. They feel like an animal trapped in a corner, so they're gonna come out fighting. I get it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't, like I said, you do what you do and I do what I do. I won't engage in the craziness and nonsense with that, but I will come here and ask questions. And let you know the inconsistencies are here and the stories that are here. But you already answered the question. When he tells a story of him almost dying, does it sound like it's because of cancer, or does it sound like it's because of HIV? Because although I know about the cancer, it sounds as though he's always talking about he almost died because of HIV. That's what it sounds like to me. Okay. You want peace, Lisa, don't you, baby? You want peace. Okay, just for you, baby. This is for educational purposes. I need to learn about government subsidies and things of that nature. I would love to know about government benefits. The point of what? I told you just now. It was for learning purposes, educational. I needed to learn about how the government works. That's the purpose. Educational. I wanted to learn about the government, and Lisa informed me about how the government works. I definitely appreciate Lisa. Thank you, Lisa, baby. You don't see how easy I am to get along with? I don't like no trouble. I don't want no trouble with nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't do all that. I don't do all that nonsense and things of that nature. Just saying. But yeah, this has been fun. It's been over 2.5 hours. You've been informing me about what's going on. I definitely appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it. I hope you guys like the video. You know what I'm saying? You know, people love to write negative comments. People love to say nasty stuff. People love to say nasty stuff. Aww. I got more dislikes than I do likes. Y'all are mesh. Y'all know that engagement is engagement, right? One way or the other. I hope we clear some stuff up. I hope we got to the bottom of some things. I hope that everything is everything, y'all. I appreciate you guys being here. I took my bath today. Y'all, I told you today was so relaxing. Got a facial, took a long hot bath, had a little bit of wine, had some cherries in the bathtub, some bubbles. You know what I'm saying? Put on my TENS machine because my back was bothering me earlier. Today was a great day. You know what I'm saying? Today was a great day. Exactly. In your real life, as I said, in my real life, baby, in my real life. I want to thank you all so much for being here. I really do appreciate you guys being here. Even the haters, even the people who tried to troll. You know, I love that. I love that. Even the people who coming in with people's other pages was not. I love that too. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, but it's not important that I love you guys. It's more important that you love yourself, you love someone else, you respect yourself, and you definitely respect someone else. Y'all have a great evening. Get some sleep. Be safe. And I will talk to y'all crazy kids later. This is your boy Food Junkie. And we had fun. We had a ball. Until next time, y'all. I'll holla. Peace, y'all. Bye-bye.